Kalanchikov. I like it. It's just as I pictured. A quiet, pleasant village, not too large, the perfect place for a new school teacher to begin his career. Well, to be honest, I did spend mornings for 2 years in a small children's school in Moscow, teaching tiny tots rudimentary spelling and arithmetic. But this is my first bona fide professional position as a full-time school teacher. Actually, I never even heard of Kalanchikov until I spotted the advertisement that a Dr. Zubritsky placed in the college journal. Although the position was in a remote village in the Ukraine, I jumped at the chance. And I don't mind telling you that my heart is pounding with excitement. You see, I have this passion for teaching. Greek, Latin, astronomy, classic literature. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I don't see anyone around. Perhaps I've arrived a little early. I'm one of those extremely eager and enthusiastic people who's always up at the crack of dawn ready to begin his work. This is a very, very auspicious day in my life. Oh, excuse me.
Elena, leave the door. Marushka, Olga, where are you?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Did you happen to see 2 dozen sheep?
No, I'm sorry.
Well, if you do see them, would you give them a message?
A message for the sheep?
Yes. Tell them that the shepherd is looking for them, and that they should tell you where they are, and I'll come and get them. Thank you.
Wait, excuse me. What kind of sheep are you talking about?
Well, they're white. Well, my name is Snetsky.
I'm Leon Stepanovich Roltinsky. I'm going to be the new school teacher.
Is that a fact? I'm very honored to meet you, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I'm something Snetsky. Will you be staying the night?
You don't understand. Kalanchikov will be my new home. I'm going to live here and teach here. I am, if I may say so, an excellent teacher.
Oh, they all were. They came by the thousands, but not one of them lasted through the first night. Oh, it's so hard to blow these. I don't know how the sheep do it.
Are you telling me that you've had thousands of teachers?
More, hundreds. We're all stupid in Kalanchikov. There isn't a town or village more stupid in Mother Poland.
Russia!
Oh, whatever. All good people, mind you, but not a decent brain among us. Oh, that feels so good. Just open my ears. But you were whispering. What were you saying?
Are you trying to tell me that every man, woman, and child in this village...
Stupid, including me. Talk to me another 10 minutes, and you'll begin to notice.
Yes. I was hired by a Dr. Zubritsky to teach his young daughter.
Teach his daughter? That's impossible. The girl's hopeless. 19 years old, and she just recently learned to sit down. She's impossible. She doesn't even know the difference between a cow and a duck. Not that that's an easy subject, mind you.
Something is up here. I thought nothing of it at the time, but when I first read the advertisement, I did notice that every word was misspelled. I'm sure Dr. Zubritsky will explain it all to me. You've been most helpful, Citizen Snetsky. I enjoyed our chat.
As did I, Master Tolchinsky. You know, he's not the only one who can have private thoughts. I can have private thoughts as well. The only trouble is, I can never think of a thought to have in private. Well, I must be on my way. Good day, schoolmaster.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, certainly. Just mention my name to anyone. Snetsky, the sheep loser. Elena, leave it off.
9 o'clock, and all's well. 9 o'clock in the village of Kalashnikov, and all's well. 9 o'clock, and all's well. 9 o'clock, and all's well. All may have been well with him, but I was beginning to have my doubts. morning, Butcher.
Beautiful sunny day, isn't it?
Is it? I haven't looked up yet. Oh, lovely. Oh, very nice.
Do I have any mail?
No, I'm sorry. I'm the postman. I have all the mail.
My sister in Odessa hasn't been feeling well. I was hoping I would hear from her.
It's rather hard to hear all the way from Odessa. Perhaps she wrote a letter. Let me look.
Fresh fish, nice fresh flounder and halibut, a good piece of bark for lunch.
Good morning, Yenchna.
How about a nice piece of haddock? Is that a beautiful fish?
Those aren't fish. Those are flowers.
They didn't catch anything today. Why should I suffer because the fisherman had a bad day? Try the carp. It smells gorgeous.
I don't have a letter from your sister, Slovich, but I do have one from the shoemaker's cousin. Would you like it?
Is she sick? I hate reading bad news.
No, she's in perfect health. Here, take it. You'll enjoy it.
Can you believe my daughter hasn't written me in over a year?
Doesn't your daughter live with you?
That's a good thing. Otherwise, I'd never hear from her.
Oh, good morning. I am Leon Stepanovich Kolchinsky. I'm going to be the new school teacher. Mishkin, the postman.
Slovich, the butcher.
Yenchna, the vendor.
How do you do? I was just speaking to a shepherd named Snetsky. Oh, yeah, something Snetsky. We know him well. He was pleasant enough, although, and I hope I don't seem unkind, somewhat deficient in his mental alertness.
That's Snetsky for you. He was kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh, what a pity. When was that?
Tuesday, Wednesday, twice on Friday, and all day Saturday.
What lovely and fragrant wares you have, madame. Perhaps I might buy some for my new employer. How much are they, please?
The flounder is 2 kopecks, and the halibut is 3.
I beg your pardon.
Well, if that's too much, I have a nice whitefish here for 1.5.
Very well. Perhaps the dialect is a little different in this part of the country. I'm very eager to begin my new duties. Would one of you be so kind as to direct me to the home of Dr. Zubritsky?
That way.
Thank you. Perhaps I'll go the one direction you haven't pointed to. A pleasure meeting you all. Good day. Oh, hello again. Have you found your sheep?
Not yet. Who was that?
That's a new schoolmaster.
Another one? I just met one a few minutes ago. He must be having a convention here.
Count Yuskevich up on the hill isn't going to be happy about this.
That's right. Count Yuskovich doesn't like new school teachers.
Why?
He's afraid they'll break the curse.
What curse?
The one that made us stupid since the day we were born.
Oh, that curse.
Yes, I've been stupid for 51 years now. What about you, Snetsky?
I'll be 43 next July.
And you, Slovich?
41 for me. How about you, Yenchna?
I just turned the corner of 26.
Ah, what must be about 40 miles from here.
KE5LARV. Is that right, Doctor?
I don't know. It sounds good to me. Yes. Yes. Very interesting.
Well, then I'm in good health.
The best. The best of health. You'll live to be 80.
I'm 79 now, Doctor.
Well, you have a wonderful year ahead of you.
Oh, that's good. I must keep up my strength. I'm a magistrate. Law and order must be preserved.
Do you want a prescription?
Well, for what?
I don't know. Some people just like prescriptions.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
Take this to the druggist. Pick out something you like, and take it 3 times a day with just a little bit of water.
A little bit.
Goodbye, sir.
Oh, how much do I owe you, Doctor?
Oh, don't worry about it. If I ever go to medical school, you can send me a little something.
Oh, why, thank you, Doctor. Have a good day, sir. Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye.
Nikolai! Nikolai, he's here! He's come! He arrived not 2 minutes ago. He's young. He looks strong, determined. Maybe he'll be the one, Nikolai. Maybe this one will finally be our salvation.
Calm yourself, Linya. Who's come? Who'll be our salvation?
What do you call them? They come and the ones who We had one once, but no more.
I know who you mean.
They have a place, and then you go to the place, and then...
And they point to you. And they ask you if,
And if you don't, they say, why didn't you? Next time I'll make you.
And he's outside?
He's right down the street.
Well, show him in, then, yeah, show him in. And pray God this will be the one that'll deliver us all and cleanse you from this dreadful, oh God, what is it that we have again?
I know what you mean. It sounds like nurse.
Nurse.
Or hearse.
Hearse?
Something like that.
Or something like that. Or is it a knock?
We have a knock?
Yes, open the knock. The other way.
Won't you come in, young man?
Dr. Zubritsky, Madame Zubritsky, I am delighted to be in Kalenchikov. I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky.
So you're the new...
Yes, I am he.
Is he, Lenya? The new...
But you look so young to be
Not at all. I think in time you will find that I am, if I may say so, one of the best young... well, I don't want to seem immodest.
No, please, be immodest. We love immodesty.
Yes, the more immodest, the better. The best young what? What?
The best young teacher in all of Russia.
A teacher! The new teacher is here!
Thank God the teacher is here.
Thank you. I'm most gratified by this most warm and overwhelming reception.
Make yourself at home, teacher. Linya, bring the teacher a cup of tea. Sit down, teacher.
Would you like some tea, teacher? Or perhaps some papers and pens, teacher? Maybe you would like to start teaching right away, teacher.
Well, no one's more eager than I am. Madame Zubritsky, this is for you.
Oh, whitefish. I saw them on sale today. Thank you.
How can we help you?
Well, there are a few questions I wanted to ask you first.
Questions! That's what they ask. When they point to you and you don't know, he knows what questions are. I can tell us one's going to be a great teacher.
Would you be so kind, Master Polchinsky, to ask us a question? Any question at all?
It would mean a lot to us. It's been so long since anyone's asked us a good school question. Please.
Very well. Now, there are questions and there are questions. Would you like a question on mathematics? Or a question dealing with science? Or perhaps a philosophical question?
The first one. The first one sounds good. The philosophical one. Ask us that one.
Very well. What is the purpose of man's existence?
What a question. Linya, have you ever heard such a beautiful question?
I'm speechless. To think that someone would ask us a question like that.
But are you interested in the answer?
No, thank you, not today. To be asked one question like that in a lifetime is more than we ever expected. The answer should be given to someone much more worthy than we are.
But it's your birthright. Knowledge is everyone's birthright.
Everyone not born in Kalinchikov.
I don't understand.
You would if you knew about the nurse.
What nurse?
Not the nurse, the hearse.
The hearse?
He means the purse.
What kind of purse?
The kind of curse that inflicts the wrath of God upon the poor souls who are unfortunate enough to be born in this pitiful village.
Do you mean perhaps a curse?
A curse! I knew it sounded like that.
We were so close. So close.
What is this curse you speak of, Dr. Zubritsky?
Linya, bolt the door. Draw the curtains.
Draw the curtains? I can't draw curtains. I can draw a cat or a fish, but
Never mind. Lower your voice.
How low do you want me, eyeballs?
That's low enough. Get the book. It's on the shelf. So tell me, Master Polchinsky, have you ever heard of the curse of Kalinchikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that? It's not hard. Even Linya can say that.
the curse of Kolenchikov.
What is this curse, Doctor?
200 years ago, a curse was put on this village. A strict on every man, woman, child, and domestic animal, and their ancestors for generations to come, leaving them with no more intelligence, and you may find this hard to believe, than a bump on a log.
Doctor, I don't believe in curses. Curses are old wives' tales.
I believe you're thinking of Noitchka. In Noitchka, all the old wives have tails. That was their curse. Ours is altogether different.
But where did this curse come from? And who would want to inflict such cruel punishment on such a gentle and simple village?
Who indeed? It's all documented in the Book of Curses. I thought you said you trusted this.
I did. I put dust on it yesterday.
Here, read for yourself. The page is marked.
It's all stuck together.
We marked it with maple syrup. Read it to us.
On the morning of April 2nd, in the year 1692, in the village of Kolenchikov, two young people fell hopelessly in love.
I knew it. Whenever young people fall in love, you know a curse is coming.
But surely you've heard this all before.
Many times, but we never understand what it means. It's a very well thought out curse.
So what happens?
The boy was a young, handsome, but illiterate farmer named Kazimir Yuskevich. The girl was the daughter of the most learned man in town, Mikhail Zubritsky.
Zubritsky? I've heard that name before.
I've seen it on a front door somewhere in this neighborhood.
It's on your front door. Your name is Zubritsky.
Wait a minute. Then that means that the man in the curse may somehow be related to my front door?
Mind you, I'm dealing with the intelligentsia here. I continued. The young girl's name was Sophia Zubritsky. May I ask the name of your young daughter?
Sophia.
Sophia Zubritsky? The identical name to the girl in the curse over 200 years ago?
I don't believe it. Unless her daughter's been lying about her age.
The match was doomed from the start. When Sophia's father learned that young Casimir was illiterate, he forbade Sophia ever to see Casimir again. 6 months later, Sophia married a young student, and that winter, Casimir, distraught and despondent, took his life by plowing his own grave and planting himself in it. Upon hearing of his son's death, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yuskevich, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yuskevich, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yuskevich, who caused people to tremble at the sound of his name.
Next time, don't mention his name!
Casimir's father, Vladimir, and so, sometimes known as the sorcerer because of his ability to summon the powers of the devil himself, cast all his wrath and fury down upon Kolenchikov.
Here he comes! Here he comes!
A curse upon all who dwell in Kolenchikov, he cried out. May the daughter of Mikhail Zubritsky, murderer of my only son, be struck down by the same ignorance which caused my son's death. May stupidity engulf her brain. May incompetence encumber her faculties. May common sense become uncommon, and reason become unreasonable. May her children be cursed as well, and all their children for the rest of eternity. Let all those who live in Kolenchikov be born in ignorance and die in ignorance, never to leave this cursed village until my final vengeance has been satisfied.
That would explain why the train doesn't stop here.
My first instinct was to panic. Even my secondary instinct was to panic. To educate is one thing, to break curse is another.
Are you all right, Master Tolchinsky?
Yes, I'm fine. I was just thinking.
Menya, he was thinking.
He was thinking!
What is it like?
You mean you don't know what thinking is?
I don't, and certainly she doesn't.
Thinking, it's the thoughts that come to one's mind. It's the process which enables us to make decisions.
Decisions? No, I don't think we're capable of that.
But surely you know what it is you want.
Oh, dear God, yes! We desperately want someone to help us. Not so much for us. We've already lived our lives. But for our child, our sweet daughter, Sophia.
Did you hear what you just said?
No, I wasn't listening.
It was a decision. You decided to help your daughter because you thought about it. You are capable of thought. You think.
No, I don't think so. It just came out.
Yes, out of your head, where your brain is lodged, the center of thoughts. And if it's possible to have even one tiny, infinitesimal, insignificant thought, then it's possible to expand those thoughts into ideas, ideas into comprehension, comprehension into creativity, and finally, supreme intelligence.
Would I be able to open up jars? I have terrible trouble opening up jars.
Be firm, Leon. Be staunch. Patience. We will break this curse, I promise you, by the simple, everyday, painstaking work of education. I should like to begin at once. Could I please see your daughter, Sophia?
Sophia?
Yes, it occurs to me that since the curse began with the young Sophia, perhaps the key to solving it lies in her direct descendant. Could I please see Sophia?
Not from here. She's up in her room. We would have to send for her.
Do as the schoolmaster says.
She may be taking her singing lesson now.
She takes singing lessons. From whom?
A canary. He does the best he can.
No words, mind you, just the tunes.
I understand. The girl, madame, please.
Remember, sweetheart, up the stairs and to the left. You'll find her a most delicate and sensitive girl. Not like the rest of the village, always occupied with something.
Occupied with what?
Oh, she likes to do interesting things, like touching things. Wood, paper, metal. She likes drinking water.
Master Tolchinsky, may I please present our daughter, Sophia Irina Elena Zubritsky. Sophia, this is the new schoolmaster, Leon Tolchinsky.
Miss Zubritsky, is that my breath which has just been taken away? Is that vision before me human, or have I too been taken under the spell? Never before have I felt such a stirring beneath my breast. Get a grip, Leon. She is your pupil and not the object of your dormant feelings of passion. Excuse me.
Sophia, darling, do you know what he was just doing? He was thinking. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, Mama?
Papa! She is Mama. I am Papa.
Won't you please sit down, Miss Zubritsky?
She did it. She did it. Wasn't that a wonderful sit?
Yes, it was terrific. Miss Zubritsky, may I call you Sophia?
Sophia?
It's your name, sweetheart.
Say yes, darling. Say yes. You may call me Sophia.
Please, madame, we must allow the girl to think for herself. I should very much like to be your friend. Would it please you if I called you Sophia?
It's been so long since she's taken a test.
I think she's trying to say something.
I would be very pleased to have you call me Sophia.
There you are.
I'm so proud. So proud.
Please, it's very distracting to the girl's concentration. I've come a very long way to help you with your education, and I have every reason to believe that under ordinary circumstances, you have the capability of being an extremely bright and intelligent young girl, that deep inside you somewhere is an intellect just trying to be heard, that you have enormous powers of thought. But someone has put a cloud over these powers, and it is my intention to remove this cloud, so that enlightenment may once again shine through those unbelievably crystal clear blue eyes. Once again. But I will need your help. Will you give me that help?
Yes. You may call me Sophia.
She did it. That's 2 in a row.
Get a grip, Leon. Nothing in life comes easy. I should like to start by asking a few very simple questions. In order that we begin your education, it is important that I know at what point to begin. It won't be taxing, I promise you. I would never want to be the cause of a frown or a furrow on that fair face. Now then, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yes, is it red, or blue, or green, or violet? Any color at all. Which one is your favorite?
I used to know that one.
I'll ask you once again. What is your favorite color?
Why is he being so hard on her? This isn't a university.
My favorite color
Yes.
is yellow.
Yellow. Her favorite color is yellow. Why, Sophia? Why is yellow your favorite color?
Because it doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
I think she's wrong. I think it's blue that doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
That's a very interesting answer, Sophia. There is a certain logic to her response. The fact that that logic escapes me completely doesn't alter the fact that she has something in mind. Sophia, I'm going to ask you something quite simple now. I'm going to ask you to make a wish. Do you know what a wish is?
Yes. A wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
Well, hopefully we can change all that. If you could make a wish that did come true, anything at all, what would you wish for?
What would I wish for?
Yes, Sophia, what would you wish for?
I would wish that I could fly like a bird, to soar over buildings and trees, to float on the wind and be carried far away, over mountains and lakes, over forests and rivers, to meet people in other villages, to see what the world was like, to know all of the things that I shall never know, because I must always remain here in this place.
Sophia, that is the most beautiful wish that I have ever heard. Do you see what her wish means? To fly like a bird means to break the bonds which bind her to ignorance. She wants to soar, to grow. She wants knowledge. And with every fiber of my being, from the very depths of my soul, I shall gather all my strength and patience and dedication. And I make this promise that I, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, shall make Sophia Zubritsky's wish come true.
If you could do that, schoolmaster, I would be in your debt forever.
She touches me so. Your daughter has such a sweet soul and such a pure heart. We must begin at once. I shall return tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock sharp. Sophia, what subject should we begin our studies with?
I should like to begin with languages.
Languages, of course. Even I should have thought of that. What language would you like to begin with?
Rabbit, I think.
Rabbit?
A very hard language, Rabbit. Hardly anyone speaks it anymore.
As long as she gets a few phrases, it's enough to begin with.
Am I through for today?
Yes.
Then I shall go to my room.
Watch how she gets up from the chair. Watch! Watch! You didn't see it. Sophia, do it again.
It's not necessary. She's already past getting up from chairs.
They're so much smarter than in our day.
Until tomorrow, schoolmaster.
In all my life, I have never looked forward to a morning as much as tomorrow's.
I think that you are the most beautiful school teacher I've ever seen, Master Tolchinsky. I pray that you don't despair of Kulenchikov, and that you'll stay here with us forever.
She found the door! She found the door!
I've never seen Sophia so radiant. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not even thinking what I'm thinking. What are you talking about?
I think our young Sophia has taken a liking to the new schoolmaster.
If that is true, then standing before you is the happiest man on the happiest planet in the universe. Tell me, is she spoken for?
Spoken for?
Does she have any suitors, any young men desperately in love with her?
We don't talk of such things.
Why not?
There's no one. Not even him.
Him?
He didn't mean him. He meant someone else who isn't him.
Then there is someone. Who is he? I must know. It's of the greatest concern to me.
If I tell you who him is, then it's promise to say that it wasn't I who told you it was him.
I promise.
Have you ever heard of Count Gregor of Kulenchikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that? It's not hard. Even Lenny can say that.
Count Gregor!
Yes, I can say it. Who is he?
He's one of them. The ones who put the purse on us.
You mean a Yuskevich?
The last of his line.
Tell me about him and Sophia.
He proposes marriage twice a day.
Twice a day?
6:15 in the mornings, 7:20 at night.
He cares for her that much?
He only cares about avenging his ancestors. If a Yuskevich marries a Zubritsky, then the purse will be over.
But does Sophia care for him?
She has said no for many years, but she can't resist much longer. She wants to sleep in late just one morning.
What kind of a man is this Count Yuskevich?
Well, you know, like the rest of us.
You mean he is cursed as well?
He still is here in Kulenchikov. He's not permitted to leave here either.
If I'm to have a rival, then I'm even more determined to break the curse. God bless you both for your faith in me. Tomorrow morning, the education of Sophia Zubritsky begins. Oh, excuse me. In all my excitement, I almost forgot to ask. What about lodgings?
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll be quite comfortable right here.
Of course. Good night until tomorrow.
Master Tolchinsky, Please, ask us again. Ask us the question. It makes us feel important.
Very well. What is the purpose of man's existence?
I'm all choked up again. I'm sorry I asked.
Wait a minute. I think I know.
The answer to man's existence?
What are you talking about?
It's true. The first time I heard it, I didn't understand. But now, something suddenly came to me. But still, I think I know the answer. Oh my God, what if I'm right?
Tell me, Doctor, tell me what you think the answer is.
I think it's 12.
12?
I can tell by your face. I'm wrong. 14.
I think you missed the point.
It's lower than 100. Even I'm not that stupid. 43. 86.
Don't worry about it. We'll discuss it when we get to philosophy. Try to get some sleep. Good night until tomorrow. 12?
Why couldn't you leave well enough alone? Why must you have all the answers? Aren't questions beautiful enough?
12?
But what if I was right? I could have sold the answer. We would have made a fortune.
That's it. I'm leaving now, so I may as well say goodbye. I was going to try and stay and break the curse, but when he said 12, I knew it was time to go. What I must do now is try and forget about Sophia. I must.
Schoolmaster,
Sophia, where are you?
down here. I had to see you once more.
Without a wrap, in the cold night air, you'll come down with a chill.
Oh, I never catch colds.
You don't.
No, I've tried. I just never learned how to do it.
Be grateful. Some things in life aren't worth knowing.
I know that something happened a long time ago that prevents me from knowing what happened a long time ago. If only you might have known me the way I might have been instead of the way I am.
But if I did not know you the way you are, then I would not have come here to help you become the way you might have been. Careful, you're beginning to think like her.
Could you ever care for someone who never became the way I might have been?
Could I ever care for someone who never became... Yes, I see what you mean. I see what you're getting at. I could. No, I would. I have. I can. I do.
Is that rabbit you're speaking? It's hard to follow.
If it sounds like gibberish, it's because you do that to me, Sophia. When thoughts come from the heart, they sometimes trip over the tongue.
Then I must watch where I walk when you speak. I must go. Everything depends upon tomorrow.
And if not tomorrow, then the tomorrow after tomorrow. And all the tomorrows for the rest of my life, if that's what it takes.
No, it all depends on tomorrow. If we fail, we shall never see each other again.
Never see each other? What do you mean?
I never know what I mean. I do have my thoughts, but they seem to disappear when they reach my lips.
If I ever reached your lips, I would never disappear.
Would you like to kiss me?
With all my heart.
No, I meant with your lips.
An even better suggestion.
Hurry, hurry!
I'm climbing as fast as I can. Sophia, where are you?
Up here.
If only she were ugly, I'd be halfway home by now. Stay where you are. I'll come to you.
All right.
After a while, you get the hang of it.
Here I am.
My kiss, sweet Sophia.
As we kissed, I felt a strange flutter in my heart.
So did I.
You felt a flutter in my heart as well? How alike we are. And yet your hair is so much shorter. I must go. I'm about to fall asleep, and I want to get to bed in time.
I know the dangers of loving such a simple soul. It would mean a lifetime of sweet, blissful passion, and very short conversations at breakfast. I'd best find some comfortable lodgings.
Was that you?
I beg your pardon?
Were you responsible for making that dreadful noise?
Of course not. That's thunder and lightning caused by extreme atmospheric pressures in the skies above us.
Well, whoever did it's going to get Count Yuskevich very angry at us.
Count Yuskevich?
Yes, he's the one who lives in the big house up on top of the hill. Every time he hears that noise, he throws water down on us.
No, Snetsky, that's rain. Rain.
Umbrellas! Umbrellas for sale! Get your umbrellas before he throws the water!
Yenshna, no one throws water. It's a buildup of condensed moisture in the skies above us.
You can tell that to these fools. But I was a substitute teacher.
Would either of you happen to know of a place to stay?
No.
What's going on? What's all the racket?
I knew it. I knew he was going to throw the water down on us today. Every time I wash my cow, you know he's going to throw the water.
Mishkin, would you happen to know of a place to
Uh-oh, it's time for Count Yuskevich to propose again.
Oh, this could be the day. Just one yes from her, we could all be smart again.
stay? You mean you want her to accept?
And not unless she wanted to. But it would be nice to remember my first name.
But that's a terrible sacrifice to ask of Sophia. Surely you wouldn't ask that of her.
What kind of sacrifice? To live in a big house up on the hill. To have little macaroons whenever you want. To have a maid brush your teeth in the morning.
But does she love him?
I beg your pardon.
Does she love him?
We don't have any.
You don't have any what?
Love. It's part of the curse.
I don't understand.
I hear him coming. You better leave. He doesn't like people.
Yenshna, is it true there is no love in Kalenchikov?
I wouldn't know. My late husband's been gone almost 14 years.
I'm sorry.
14 years is a long time to be late. I wish he was dead.
I'm breaking out in a cold sweat. The thought of losing Sophia terrifies me. I'm going to eavesdrop.
Sophia! Sweet Sophia! Time to wake up, my pretty one. Time to get proposed to. Well, she's asleep. Perhaps a pebble will awaken her.
Who did that?
It is I, Count Yuskevich.
Good evening, sir.
I've come to propose.
Well, you're a little late. I've been married almost 26 years now.
Nikolai! Nikolai!
Out here, sweetheart. What do you want?
Some bandages. My feet are bleeding. Who are you talking to?
It is I, Madame Zabritsky, Count Yuskevich. I've come to propose to Sophia.
She's busy throwing water on the drapes. They're on fire.
The drapes are on fire?
I had to light something. I couldn't find my candle.
Mama, Papa, what's going on?
Do I wake you, sweetheart?
No, I was reading by the light of the drapes.
I must be crazy marrying into this family.
Count Yuskevich wants to propose to you. Go ahead, Count.
Can't we be alone?
No, I think Sophia should hear this.
Oh, very well. Sophia, will you marry me?
Oh my God. This is so romantic. I just wish my feet weren't bleeding.
I'm sorry, sir. But marriage is a very great step to take, and I don't wish to make it while I don't have the intelligence to know what I'm stepping into. Good night, sir. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa.
Good night, son. When you're through reading, darling, put out the drapes.
I do not give up so easily. I shall be back in the morning.
Good night, Grace.
Good night, Your Grace.
Watch what you're doing. You're burning my nose.
Having them for in-laws is a curse worse than a curse.
Pray God it never happens.
Who's that? Who's there? Come out, I say.
Forgive me, sir. I was just passing by. May I introduce myself?
I know who you are. You're that new schoolmaster who's come in a pathetic attempt to break the curse of Kolenchikov.
As I've just witnessed your pathetic attempt to win Sophia.
Everyone's a critic. Look, the curse can't be broken unless you can educate her, which you can't, or unless she marries me.
Which apparently she won't. Why don't you pursue some other girl?
Because Sophia is beautiful. Have you ever seen the other girls in this village? They look like me.
For a man so powerful, you have an inordinate lack of self-esteem. I am sorry for you. Good day.
Not good day, one day.
What do you mean?
Well, were you not aware of the fact that if at the end of one brief day you have not succeeded to raise her intellect, you must be gone from our village? To stay even a second Past the allotted time means you will fall victim to the curse yourself. I love that part.
I just can't believe such nonsense. To be quite honest, I love Sophia Zubritsky and I shall never leave.
Love? There is no love in Kalenchikov. It's all part of the curse.
You mean Sophia cannot love me?
You have 1 day to find that out, sir. 1 single day. 25 measly hours.
24.
What?
There are 24 hours in a day.
You must be thinking of February, sir. Good night.
But is it true? If I am not able to teach Sophia to think in 24 hours, she will never be able to love me?
Leon,
Sophia, are you all right?
I must talk to you. Someplace where we'll not be seen.
Yes, wherever you say.
Can you meet me here?
Certainly. When?
Now.
Now, of course. Wherever you say.
Come up here. Hurry, Leon, hurry. It's of the utmost importance. I overheard your conversation with the Count. I cannot be taught, Leon. You must leave Kalenchikov at once.
Never without you.
Then take me with you, tonight.
But the curse.
It cannot be broken. But we can live in the swamp and eat brown roots, and I will become old and ugly and more stupid and more ignorant and never love you. But at least we'll be together.
Sophia, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
And we are lost.
No, Sophia, I will teach you. I will break this curse tomorrow, I promise you.
Oh, Leon, I wish I could love you.
You will, Sophia, tomorrow, I promise.
Until tomorrow.
I wish she'd sleep in the kitchen.
Leon, come back, hurry, hurry.
What is it, Sophia?
I couldn't sleep. I'm so frightened.
Don't be frightened, Sophia.
If I could know the feeling of loving you for just one day, I would endure 100,000 years of curses. Good night, Leon. God bless you and keep you.
She asks not to be loved, but to know what it means to give love to another. I think I have stumbled onto a very, very special place here. I love Yenchna. I love Snetsky and Mishkin. And yes, even Count Yushkovich. All of them. God give me the strength to break this curse. And to get up and down this balcony. By the way, I urge you to give the matter some thought yourselves. I have no wish to alarm you, but after all, you are sitting within the bounds of Kalenchikov. Therefore, I wish us both the best of luck.
Leon, come back. I forgot to tell you something.
Tomorrow, Sophia, I cannot take any more news today.
Clovis, any news?
About what?
About what? About the curse, of course. Has it been lifted?
Well, how should I know?
Well, let's see if there's something in the paper.
Good idea. It rained during the night.
Where does it say that?
And I can feel it. The paper's all damp.
Maybe your dog did that.
Oh no, he's housebroken. He only does it inside.
Cream! Fresh cream! 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 Right from the top! 2 kopecks! A mouthful! Come on, baby!
What's wrong with your cow?
He's tired. I've been milking him since 4 o'clock.
Upside down?
You get a little more cream that way. Cream! Fresh cream! Right from the top! 2 kopecks a mouthful! Cream! Fresh cream! Right from the other! Cream! Fresh cream!
Come, Linya, let us pray. Pray for deliverance. Dear Lord, who art in heaven, we are in Kalinchikov. We are in trouble.
We are a simple people, dear Lord.
But not so simple that we don't believe in you.
Forgive us our sins, dear Lord.
We know not what we do because we know not what we do.
God bless us. God bless our daughter. God bless the schoolmaster. And God bless yourself, whoever you are. Amen.
Was that the door?
No, I think it was someone knocking.
Well, answer it. It must be the schoolmaster. Sophia, wake up. Give yourself a nudge. The other way, the other way.
Do you know what time it is?
10 till 6?
8:15?
A quarter till 9?
We don't have a clock.
Pick anyone you want. 10:20, 11:40.
You
Is there
don't
something there?
understand. The Count said I had only 24 hours to break the curse after I arrived in Kalenchikov. It's 8 o'clock now. I arrived yesterday morning at exactly 9 o'clock. That means I have only 1 hour. It doesn't even leave me with an hour. I've just used up an entire minute telling you how much time I haven't got left. Dear God, help me. Help me, dear Lord.
What a shame. You just missed it. We finished services 2 minutes ago.
Get Sophia. We don't have another moment to lose. Hurry, I beg of you.
I think I hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Schoolmaster.
She got all 3 right. This is going to be her day. I know it.
And looking more radiant than ever.
Where shall we sit?
Doctor, with all due respect, I will need Sophia's full concentration this morning. I must ask the parents to leave the room.
By all means, we'll see that you're not disturbed. Goodbye, Sophia.
Goodbye, my little angel.
Do as the schoolmaster says.
We'll be praying for you every minute.
If you succeed, Master Tolchinsky, give us a signal by rapping on the window 3 times, followed by 2 short ones.
Followed by 6 long ones.
If you fail, give us a signal by rapping 7 times quickly.
Followed by 3 times slowly.
If you want lunch,
Will you please leave?
we're going.
Something's not right. I can feel it in my bones.
Lower your voice. He'll hear you.
I'm a mother. I know about these things. Why do you look taller to me lately?
Sophia, last night I decided that the task before us is one step beyond impossible. I knew that I would fail and that I would have to leave Kalenchikov like all those who have failed before me. But today, looking into your eyes, I know there is no life for me without you. Therefore, we must not think of failure. We cannot afford to despair. Only a miracle can save us, Sophia. And with a majestic, supreme effort, we must try to make that miracle happen.
What is a miracle?
A miracle is a wish that God makes. You are a miracle, Sophia.
You mean God wished for me?
In one of his most sublime moments. We must begin at once. This is a primary book of mathematics. It's used to teach very small children very simple problems in arithmetic.
Do you think it's too advanced for me?
I don't think so, Sophia. We can't go back any farther than this book. Let us begin. One is the figure, the symbol, the word for a single item. 1 finger, 1 Sophia, 1 Leon, 1 book. Now then, I am holding up a single finger. Now I am holding up a second finger. 1 plus 1 is 2. Would you repeat that for me?
Which part?
1
1
plus 1
plus 1
is 2.
is 2.
Yes, wonderful. We're making headway. Slow, invisible headway. I am very, very proud of you, Sophia. Are we ready to go on?
Yes, history, please. I hope I can master it as well as I have mathematics.
Well, I honestly don't think we've finished with mathematics. There are problems that could come up. Now then, let's continue. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Am I finished with 1 plus 1?
You are if you remember the answer.
I remembered it before. Is it necessary to remember it again?
Of course it's necessary to remember it again. You must remember it for always.
You mean you will always be asking me what 1 plus 1 is?
Of course not. Once you tell me the answer, we can move on to other things like 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 3. But if you can't remember what the answer to 1 plus 1 is, then the answer to 1 plus 2 is meaningless.
Do you know what 1 plus 1 is?
Certainly.
Then why is it necessary for me to know? Certainly if you have such esteem and affection for me, you'll tell me the answer whenever I ask you.
But I won't always be around to tell you. You must know for yourself, in case other people ask you.
No one here ever asks questions like that. And even if I told them, they wouldn't know if it was the right answer.
Because we are cursed with ignorance, and we are trying to lift that debilitating affliction.
You're getting angry with me. What's the point of being educated if you get angry? When you didn't ask me such questions, you always said the loveliest things to me. Is this what it's like to be intelligent?
No, Sophia. I'm sorry. It's frustration and impatience which drives me to such crude behavior. Forgive me. We'll start from the beginning again. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
No! Don't repeat the word repeat. Just repeat the part I say before repeat. Watch me carefully. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
What were you like as a little boy?
What was I like as a little boy?
You're getting angry again.
I was inquisitive, probing, wondering why we were put on this earth and what the purpose of man's existence was.
The purpose of man's existence.
I've had enough of that. Sophia, you must stop asking me these questions. Our time is nearly through.
Then how am I to learn?
You must answer what I ask, not what you want me to answer.
Then I will learn only what you want me to know. Why can't I learn what I want to know?
Because what you want to know is of no practical value. What I want to teach is acceptable knowledge.
Is knowing what you were like as a little boy not acceptable knowledge?
Of course not. It's of no significance at all.
But it's much more interesting than that which is significant.
But I'm not trying to interest you. I'm trying to educate you.
But while you fail to educate me, you never fail to interest me. I find that very significant.
There's nothing like the logic of an illogical mind. Let's try one more time.
She must be speaking rabbit like a bunny by now.
How much longer is this going to take? I haven't served sausage all morning.
Good morning, Dr. Zabritsky.
What's going on?
I think he's teaching her gymnastics.
Dr. Zabritsky, I have an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Tolchinsky.
Quiet, please. This is the school zone.
I have an urgent letter, or I have an important letter from the schoolmaster. It's stamped urgent. Molly went to 3 wrong houses first.
Bring it back later. Can't you see he's busy?
I don't like the way it's going. I just don't like the way it's going.
Come, let us pray. Let us pray that this young man will deliver us from violence. Let us ask for his blessing. Very religious on the side, semi-religious on the other.
What?
I know I was from you yesterday. And everything.
Sounds good to me. I don't know.
Quiet, everyone. The schoolmaster wants to speak. Please, God, let this be the answer to our prayers.
Amen.
Women.
Oh, my knees.
Is my daughter, you know, empty or full?
She is the same as always. I have only moments, and I must ask this quickly, because I may not have the intelligence to ask it later. Because of my deep and unbounded devotion for your daughter, Sophia, I would like to ask for her hand in marriage. I ask this of you now, while I still love her. In a few minutes, I may not know the meaning of the word. When the clock in the church tower strikes 9, I hope you will have an answer for me.
He's a nice man. I'll say that. What do you think, Lena?
If a man can't break a simple curse, how's he going to put
bread on the table.
And what about Tremble?
Who?
Tremble, up on the hill. The one who throws the water.
Mishkin's right. It's his curse. He would never permit such a marriage.
Wait, there is one chance. If a stranger marries a collection of Kavite before he becomes like us, he's free to take her away from here.
I didn't know that.
It was added to the curse 2 years ago to make it more interesting.
You would never see your daughter again, but you'd know she was happy and getting smarter every day.
Give it, Doctor. Give her your permission.
If you don't give it to her, give it to me.
I don't know. It's a decision. I can't make decisions. Let's leave it to God. Let God make the decision.
What are you doing, Leon?
Having my last thoughts. One final pleasurable moment of reason.
Then I was right. A wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
I'm sorry. I cannot help you soar over mountains and lakes, Sophia. But I will not leave you. I will remain here for the rest of my days, not basking in the light of your beauty, but cowering in the darkness of my own ignorance. For that is the measure of my esteem and affection for you.
I will do anything to save you from this calamity. Anything. Oh, run, Leon. Run for your life. There are ignorant girls in other villages you can learn to love.
Sophia, listen to me carefully and remember it forever. I love you with all my heart.
Listen, the church bell.
I may never say these words again.
The time is up.
Keep the memory of what I say, Sophia.
Her last chance to marry. I know the feeling.
The way I gaze lovingly into your eyes, as I do now.
Oh, say it, husband. Give them permission to marry. Quickly.
All the love I would have given you in a lifetime must be compressed into this final instant.
All right, I'll go in there. I'll give my permission.
Tell everyone in Kalenchkov that I...
Let me just wait and see what time it is first.
9 o'clock and all's well. 9 o'clock and all's well.
Wonderful news, Master Tolchinsky.
Mama, Papa, everyone. The schoolmaster has something to say. Let us all listen. Leon, didn't you have something you wanted to say?
Yes, but you said we should all listen.
Uh-oh.
He's got a look on his face I've seen before.
It's the same one you got on your face.
No, I meant that we should all listen while you tell us what you have to say.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I don't have much to say.
There's no fool like a new fool.
Young man, do you still want to marry my daughter?
Marry your daughter? Oh, no, sir. You do me too great an honor.
I knew he wouldn't make it when he bought that whitefish from me.
Yeah.
All right, move along. Let's go. Break it up. You've all seen a ninny poop before. Let's keep it going. Come on, out of the house. Let's go. Come on, out of the house.
Oh, if you ever want this urge bladder, just let me know.
Not that anything in your life's urgent anymore.
Sophia, darling, I'll go in the garden and plant some vegetables. We'll have salad tonight for dinner.
So, young man, what are your plans now that everything's fallen apart from the top?
Well, I'm not sure. This absence of thought will take some getting used to.
Well, you might try politics. You sound very well suited for it.
Oh, no, this is an old suit. If I went into politics, I would need all new clothes.
This is just one doctor's opinion. But when you catch a curse, you really catch a curse. Sophia, darling, don't stay up too long. I want you to go up on the roof later and take the canary for a walk.
I'm sorry, Sophia. Weren't we in the middle of a lesson when the clock began to chime? What were we saying?
You said that you loved me, and that I should savor it and keep it as a memory, because soon you would not love me ever again. Do you not love me now, Leon?
Love you? I'm not sure I know what the word means. Perhaps if you kissed me. Would you like to?
With all my heart.
No, I meant...
I know what you meant. Oh, Leon, the less you know, the better you kiss.
And the better I kiss, the more brilliant I become. Oh, look at me, my dear sweet Sophia. Look at me and tell me what you see.
I see a very good kisser, dirtying my father's furniture.
No, Sophia, you see a man of intellect inspired by love. I am not cursed. I still have my intelligence. I only pretended to be stupid.
You pretended to be stupid?
Yes,
That doesn't sound very intelligent to me.
it will soon, I promise.
But the curse!
It had no effect on me. Oh, I was plenty worried, I admit, especially when the clock struck 9. But when nothing happened, I suddenly realized you can't be cursed unless you permit yourself to be. Kaletchikov's lack of intelligence is self-inflicted, brought on by fear and guilt, and the relinquishing of your own self-esteem to a tyrannical ruler. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Everything! But the explanation.
If a parent tells you you are stupid from the day you are born, you will grow up believing that you are a worthless human being. And from the day you were born, you were told you were all stupid. Now, do you understand?
Not as well as before.
I know that telling it doesn't change it. You must be shown. When I was standing there, I suddenly became inspired. I hit upon a plan that will break the curse and save you from Yuskevich.
What is it?
You must marry Yuskevich.
Are you still pretending to be stupid?
No, Sophia, I don't mean Count Gregor.
Oh, thank goodness! You had me frightened half to death.
You will marry me, Sophia. I will be Yuskevich. Now, do you understand?
Don't ask me that question anymore.
Trust me, Sophia. The wedding will take place tomorrow. Tomorrow, the curse will be lifted. Tomorrow, you will be intelligent. Tomorrow, you will love me, Sophia.
Could I have a kiss just to tide me over?
Of course, my sweet. I must go set my plan in action.
Oh, Leon, I'm so excited. Tonight I will clear all the nonsense out of my head to prepare for all the knowledge that will be coming in. I love rearranging things.
The plan begins. I must find Count Yuskevich.
Was he just talking about me? You like him, don't you? Better than me, admit it. I'd give all my wealth and power to be the hero. I wouldn't have to wear this dumb outfit. People would applaud when I come on. You're not even listening to me, are you? All you care about is getting those two kids together. I hope it rains when you leave here.
Oh, Count Yuskevich. You remember me. Something Tolchinsky.
Now listen to this conversation. What is it, something?
Well, I couldn't help overhearing what you just said, and even though I've lost most of my intelligence...
All of it?
All of it, I am not without some feelings. It pains me to know that being disliked makes you so unhappy.
Well, that's easy for you to say. You don't like me either, do you?
Oh, well, I don't dislike you.
But do you like me?
No, not much.
You see?
Because you never do anything redeeming. Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it was just the way I was brought up. When I was young, my father always used to teach me, if you want to keep your power over these people, you must never be nice to them. Always make them fear and tremble.
Did you like your father?
Well, he was all right, I guess.
You didn't like him, did you?
Don't tell anyone. But when I was 9 months old, I tried to crawl away from home.
There. You see, the answer to being well-liked is to do something redeeming. Isn't there something redeeming that you could do for the village?
You mean like a barbecue or a community day?
No, I had something much more significant in mind. Something like lifting the curse.
Oh, well, I can't do that unless Sophia agrees to marry me.
Or another Yuskevich.
There is none. I'm the last of the line.
Not if you had a son.
But I'm not even married. I may be the villain, but I don't fool around. Maybe that's why I'm so unhappy.
You don't have to be married. You can adopt a son.
Adopt a son? Who?
Me.
You?
I'm single, available, ready and willing. I may not be very intelligent, but I will be once the curse is lifted.
I've always wanted a son, someone I could take on fishing trips.
I never really had a father.
Leon, my boy, I'd spoil you like anything.
That's okay, Dad.
And then people would like me, wouldn't they?
They do now. Look at them. They're smiling at you. Even out there.
Oh yes, I see it. Oh, thank you. You don't know what this means to me.
Then let us go and sign the adoption papers and notify Sophia's family. Are you ready, Dad?
Hey, just a minute, let me see them smiling at me again. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Maybe we can have lunch. Oh, but in the meantime, you're all invited to my son's wedding. I think the first thing we'll do is bronze your shoes, and then we can go up into the castle.
She's finally getting married. We're gonna be smart again.
No, but I got the mail.
Doesn't Mrs. Zabriskie look beautiful?
Isn't bad luck for the mother of the bride to see the postman before the wedding?
This is it, Slovich. After 200 years, the curse will finally be gone.
I just had a terrible thought.
What's that?
Well, suppose they lift the curse, and I find out I was really stupid in the first place.
They're coming! Quiet, everyone! I have a sponge cake in the oven.
Remember, if I still appear to be stupid, I'm only pretending. It's all part of the plan.
You must be very proud of him.
Oh, I am. He's been my son for 10 minutes, and he hasn't given me a moment of trouble.
There, but for me, goes her.
I hope she remembers to give me a change of address.
We are gathered here today, dear friends, to witness the joining of two souls and holy matrimony. It is only the goodwill and generous benevolence of our dear friend, the Count, that makes this possible.
Thank you, Count.
And will the groom step before me?
Well, that's you, mein Kind. And will the bride step forward?
No, Sophia! The bride! The bride!
What's the matter with you? She is the bride.
Oh. Leon, your plan was brilliant.
Thank you, Sophia. And who giveth away this bride?
I giveth away this bride.
Why do you giveth away this bride?
Because he asketh for her. I noddeth my head, and he taketh her.
Do you, Leon, son of Count Gregor Mikhailovich Brezhnovsky Fyodor Yuskovich?
Tremble, tremble, tremble. Wait, no, you don't have to do it today. Today's a holiday.
Oh, thank you. Very kind.
Do you, Leon, take Sophia to have and to hold from this day on?
I have.
No, I do.
You do?
No, you do.
He will. He does say it.
He will. He does. I said it.
Don't say what I say. Say what he says.
What did he say?
I do. Just say I do.
My papa says I do.
I'm beginning to hate this curse, I swear to God.
And do you, Sophia, take Leon in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
With a brain like that, she could have gotten anyone.
The ring, please.
I have it.